Hi guys, welcome back to Miscellaneous Pleasures. I'm back with fourth episode that just released. When I say just, I mean it released about 10 hours ago of WandaVision. Uh, for the first three episodes, to be honest, I am not as impressed as I would want to be from this TV show. But in fairness, I, I do not have much hope for this TV show, so you know, it's fine, I guess. Um, yeah, yeah, I completely forgot what happened in the last episode. Right, so she gave birth to the twins, and there was obviously that facility that we saw at the end of the episode where Geraldine, she got thrown, like, it almost felt like she got thrown into some other place or something like that. And she landed, and there were a lot of police and armed forces around. So that was one thing that happened in the end of the episode. We obviously know that, also know that there was a conversation between the two neighbors and Vision, where they were saying stuff and then they were trying to hide certain things that they knew. I'm not really sure what they were. Uh, so I do watch other reaction channels, and one thing that I did get, actually I did just watch one, but then the one thing that I did get from their reactions was that it was apparently Sword, the necklace that Geraldine had. So I think Sword is some sort of a shield like another organization in the MCU. Well, I don't think it has been mentioned before in the MCU, but it is, I think, there in the comics or something like that. And I'm not necessarily, I have no idea as to what that is or, you know, what it does. So that is one thing. Um, yeah, there were a couple of interesting trivias and not trivia, but then more like observations based of the advertisements that we keep on seeing in every episode. The very odd advertisement. The first episode had this toaster. The second episode, I forget, it was some like watch or something like that, some clothing item, I think. And the third one was Hydra soak. That was funny, but obviously Hydra. So yeah, what else? Am I missing something? Yeah, the twins. Regarding the twins, I'm not exactly sure if, I mean, I have never read any comics, so I have no idea whether these twins, their names, I think, were Tommy and Billy. Billy. Yeah, Tommy and Billy. I'm not really sure about their names and if they are like some sort of, if they are like some sort of Easter egg or something. But for some reason today, this feels a bit weird. Let me just put it this side. Let me sit this way. I think, yeah. This, for some reason, is giving me a lot of visibility, or at least it's giving me visibility to the people who are watching. Wait, did I just say that right? Yeah, it's giving you visibility of me. Right. There we go. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I do really hope that this episode is at least as good as the second episode, because I think the in the first three episodes that have been released, I mean, four, but the three that I have watched, I feel like the second one was the strongest in terms of the fact that, yes, they are going for that comic element, which was, in my opinion, the best in all three episodes compared to all three episodes. And even in the terms of like the thrill, the anxiety, the, the like what is going on, sort of that sort of a feeling. I feel like the second episode was the strongest in terms of the, like, the color and the black and white sort of, like, there was a confusion there. There was obviously the guy who came out of the pothole. There was a time reversal that happened for the first time. So having seen all of these things, I feel like, yeah, the second episode was strongest. And if this episode turns out to be as good as that one, I feel like that's half the battle won in terms of keeping the viewers engaged. So there we go. That's all for, I mean, I've talked a bit more than I wanted to before the start of this reaction. And here we go.
WandaVision. I'm Wanda.
So yeah, this episode is 32 minutes. So I'm guessing the content should be about 28, 29. The other being credits and stuff. What? Lieutenant. Wait, what is this Thanos thing happening to her?
They're all coming back. We don't have the capacity.
Wait, what? Oh, so this is after the snap.
Do you have a phone? No. I have to call.
When I say after the snap, I mean like after they all came back. So this is that moment right here.
You okay? You okay? I got you. You okay? Excuse me. I'm looking for a patient in room 108.
So this is like real world. Okay. I mean, they couldn't have started this episode better, I guess.
Dr. Harlan, thank God.
I believe it.
I was.
Where did you go?
Well, I've been in her room since she came back from the surgery. I mean, I might have fallen asleep, but no longer than 20 minutes. Tyler, where's my mom?
Your mom? She died, honey.
Right.
No, you're mistaken. My mother, the procedure went well. You said
Right. Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
The cancer came back.
Okay, stop. No, my mom is Maria Rambo. Look it up. I mean,
Okay.
look it up.
Maria Rambo. So she is Monica Rambo, I
You need
guess.
to listen to me. Maria died 3 years ago,
No.
which was 2 years after you.
Well, dusted. Okay, wow. Oh, this is fun.
After you disappeared.
Okay. Oh, the Marvel team. Right, goosebumps, lads. Oh, okay, this is going to be fun.
Keep me updated, Captain.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? This, what has been like 6 minutes? These 6 minutes could have been the starting of a completely different TV show under MCU. And what I mean by that is, it has kept me on the edge. And also, I mean, yeah, we started with her coming back from the snap, which would have played into the last thing that we saw before WandaVision was Far From Home. And that's what happens in Far From Home. Like, you see people's consequences. Well, when I say people, obviously not personal like them, but they're normal people's consequences, and they came back. It was more centered around the school people and things like that. And this could very well have been the start. And I wonder why they have put this in the 4th episode, and let's say not in the 1st episode of WandaVision. Obviously, I guess one of the reasons could be the fact that they wanted to establish their life. And I mean, we do know for a fact that Scarlet Witch is creating her own reality, like some sort of a coping mechanism. But so I'm guessing that's why they put that in the first. But then this almost feels like a normal TV show, right? No laughing track and things like that. And I'm actually excited to see what goes on in this. Unless, of course, this is a reality and I'm completely wrong. I have no idea. So Westview is real. Wait! Dude! Isn't that... Okay, show me his face.
FBI.
I think this is the Ant-Man guy, the magic trick guy, right?
Monica Rambo.
I'm pretty sure it is the magic trick guy.
What's the story here, Agent Wu?
No such place.
You're saying the town of Westview, New Jersey doesn't exist.
That's what I keep telling your G-man here, but he won't listen.
Okay, so it is not real. It is
Sorry,
created.
What town are you from?
Eastview.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'll reach out if we need any further assistance.
Okay, it's a drone.
What about you?
Me?
Dude!
I'm from Bakersfield originally. Growing up.
Bakersfield. That feels like some sort of a Sherlock reference for some reason. Or is it an MCU reference, Bakersfield? I don't know. I seem to remember that place. Anyways, what I was going to say is that drone is what we saw in the second episode, right? In the bushes that Wanda picked up
Other
outside
kids
of her
had Michael
house.
Jordan posters on their walls, but I had Elliot Ness.
Okay, please don't drop the name Force Field. Like for some reason, every single bloody show terms of like drops the name Force Field like for something where you can't like go through or some shit, and like the way they portray it doesn't even make sense half the time, scientifically speaking.
Some sort of.
Thank you. Please don't tell Force Field.
Careful, Rambo. Captain Rambo. Watch it. Rambo. Captain Rambo.
Okay, so this sort of covering that is there, like pausing for some reason, pausing a lot. This sort of covering that they have, it is not like the Wakandan one, but it's more like an, what you usually see. Okay, 24 hours later, I'm guessing, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. There's the plane and there's her. There's her? Dude, she's the Thor.
Hey,
Jane,
what's your field?
We're not supposed to talk to each other.
she's the,
Boy Scout leader, got it.
she's the friend, right?
And you?
Nuclear biology.
Artificial intelligence.
Astrophysics. We got the full clown car. That means whatever the threat is, Sword clearly has no idea what they're dealing with.
She's working with Sword?
I'm a chemical engineer.
No one cares.
All right, grab your gear.
Okay, I can't get my head around this thing. They just dropped like two random people from the MCU that I didn't even remember that they existed. Like, that's the... Like, the last time I saw these two was like... I mean, Ant-Man 2 was about 2.5, 3 years ago? Yeah, it was 3 years ago, right? Ant-Man 2?
Dr. Lewis.
We have your gear set up aside.
And Thor the Dark World was ages ago. Like, I don't even remember how many years it has been since I've seen her. Oh, dude! Oh, this is the guy that came in the second episode's end, right? The guy that came out of the pothole.
Transmitter will mimic the frequency of the broadcast, and if my theory is right, allow us to speak directly.
Oh,
to
so
her.
that's...
This is
Okay,
totally
we heard that twice, right? Where somebody was speaking through that thing. Like when
Is this from the current episode?
that rude lady cut her hand.
What is it?
What does it look like to you?
Like a retro version of a sword drone?
Bingo.
But how did it change and why?
I saw this.
Who's
Okay.
going to see Wanda?
She is doing this to herself, dude.
Pop quiz, Wanda. How does a housewife get a blood stain out of
Wait.
white linen?
I don't know.
Wait, we saw something, right?
It's weird.
What was?
Nothing. It's over. Mission failure.
No!
Worth
Like,
a try.
okay, just a second. In the second episode, I mean, this is confusing my memory now. The second episode, when this rude lady cut her hand, and then there was this guy who was calling Wanda, who did this to you, stuff like that. There was something that happened. I can't seem to recollect what happened. She was just staring at this thing, right? Like, what happened there? No, I have no idea. I completely forgot.
Good effort.
Well done, show. Well done. Wait, she did not reverse time at that point of time, did she? The first time she reversed time was in the end of the episode, and in episode 2. Wait, what happened to this guy then? Like, this whole thing got time reversed, right? So she reversed time, and what then happened? That's what I don't understand.
I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby. Heck, I thought about it for sure.
Dude, she was asking the popcorn.
Little FBI badge. Oh, you took a chip? Sure.
Or say, whatever.
Look at me. Look at me.
Okay, that's Rambo then, obviously.
Who are you? I don't know. Who are you?
Wanda, I'm just your neighbor.
Then how did you know about Ultron?
Okay, so this is what happened then.
You're not my neighbor. And you're definitely not my friend. You are a stranger and an outsider.
Okay, so
Right now you are trespassing here. And I want you to leave.
okay, so this is what happened then. Right.
It's Wanda. It's all Wanda.
Okay. Okay, what next?
Well, what should we watch tonight?
Vision. I have a feeling Vision is the guy who has to like solve this whole problem. That's the end of the episode? Are you joking? What? Okay, that flew by. Absolutely flew by. Okay, I'm guessing this is the end of the episode. What just happened? Okay. I do need I do need a few minutes to process this. This is by far the best episode of the series. By far, like a mile. I'll probably give this an 8.5. Wow. Okay. First things first. These are two people that we have seen before in MCU. The Agent Wu, I didn't remember his name, but we have definitely seen him in Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 2. Wait, did we see him in Ant-Man 1? I'm not sure. But we definitely saw him in Ant-Man 2. He also was the magic trick guy. I remember him by the magic trick guy because in the end of the Ant-Man 2 movie, he asks our guy, how did you do that trick? Like, he asked it a couple of times in that movie, if I'm not mistaken, so that's why I remember him. And this lady, I don't remember her name, but then she was obviously the friend of Jane Foster, the Natalie Portman character in Thor 2, as well as Thor 1, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, she was definitely in Thor 1 too. I mean, Thor 1, 2, and obviously Thor 2. So, very interesting. The next thing is so many questions, so many questions. So we obviously know that this is Wanda's reality. So I'm guessing what Wanda did when she decided to set this whole thing up. She probably chose a random town, or I don't know what it's called as, Westview or Eastview, and she changed everything and created her own reality in the surroundings. The distance outside Westview is not necessarily, I mean, I'm not sure, but since she just chose a random distance, and there's this whole boundary where nobody else can enter. And if they do enter, then they will forget everything of their own life and then become a character of that place. So this is something that I assume, right? So what I don't understand is those people inside. Like in the last episode, in the end of the last episode, we saw those two neighbors talking about how it was also in the recap for this episode, where it was like she doesn't have a home, Geraldine doesn't have a home. She just came to town a few days back, and then they're like, because we're all what? We're all playing a part in somebody else's reality. Is it what they wanted to say, or was it something like because we're all fake? I don't think we're all fake, because we obviously know that there are people inside and they are playing part of a character in this reality. So, so do these people know that they are doing this? Like Geraldine obviously does remember, because she does know that she did realize at some point of time about the Ultron thing, and then she remembered that it was her and stuff like that. So obviously Wanda doesn't have all of this in control. So I wonder if people inside this town do know that they are part of this reality, or they figure it out at some point of time. Because there have been a couple of moments in previous episodes where Wanda has been like, uh, Vision, do you think that these people know about us? And even Vision has had these questions a couple of times. So maybe they do, but they have been hiding, because they do know that they have powers and the normal people don't. So that's one of the things. The other thing is the time reversing, right? So in the first three episodes, the second and the third episode, we had time reversal. It happened, I think, 2 or 3 times. So, but in this TV that in the TV that they are watching outside of this town, uh, skip. Skip is what happens. Like sequence of events are happening, and then Wanda in her reality decides to reverse time slightly, and then she lives long. I mean, she lives her own life and whatever reality she has created. But for the people who are watching it in the TV, it goes like this, and then there's a skip, and then restarts or resumes. So is it because this time reversing, so they can't see what's happening there? But then, so help me understand this, because in the TV, we did not see the Wanda versus Geraldine thing, that her pushing her and things like that. But then there was no time reversal there, and there was a time reversal in the, I mean, in the when the guy comes out of the pothole, which brings me to, where is that guy? Surely I mean, what happened to that guy? Like they just time reversed. So what did Wanda do with that guy? Like, was he like thrown into the air, like outside the town from other side or something like that? Or is he still under that, below the surface where he came through, like he can't go back or something, and he's stuck there and dead or something like that? So that's weird. I mean, that's something that's unanswered, not weird. What else? What else? Like another thing, I mean, that we don't know yet, and I'm sure that there'll be some element of this, is, I mean, Geraldine was a person who went into the town. There was obviously their agent who went in through the underground, whatever it was. So are there anybody else inside this town who are not real? But then they're probably not working for SWORD, but then they're working for somebody else, or they're maybe some completely different individual entity or something like that. So do we have anything like that? That's what's my next question, because my theory about this guy was that this guy, in the second episode's ending, was that this guy was some sort of a bad guy. But then now it almost feels like Wanda is the bad guy. And see, I mean, you could argue that there is no bad guy in this TV series as of now, where we are just seeing like one person's way of coping mechanism, and because she happens to have this sort of a superpower, I think more of it is being like used and she's not able to control it, and then she obviously does like it too. It's like Wanda is having a dream that she doesn't want to come out of. So yeah, very interesting stuff. Oh, this episode has been absolutely brilliant. Uh, Coming to the end of, I mean, this is the end of the reaction. I will try to upload this video as soon as possible. The only problem I do have is that it will take time to unblock it, I'm guessing. The third episode got blocked by Marvel. The first episode and the second episode did not get blocked by Marvel, but the second episode had like audio issues. Not audio issues, but then there were songs that got copyrighted. So there was a trouble with that. So hopefully this episode won't have those issues. And I mean, if it doesn't, then you can probably see it on 31st itself or 30th of Jan itself. But if for some reason it does get blocked, then you'll probably see this on Monday. Monday. So yeah, cool. That's all for this reaction, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like. If you do like this reaction, please hit the like button. And please do share the content as well as share your thoughts in the comment section. It'll be really fun to see. Please don't share any spoilers or anything if you know from like, I don't know, trailers or like news articles or something. But do share your thoughts on this episode and the first 4 episodes of this TV series and how you have found it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.